Hey guys, Nick2, how do you do? In this video I'm just going to show the latest knife that I made. It is a gentleman's folder with lightning strike and unidirectional carbon fiber on it. Titanium pocket clip. Carbon fiber thumb disc. 1080 high carbon steel blade. Titanium liners. Well, liner. It has a 5 1/4 inch handle and 4 3/8 blade that is 3/16 of an inch thick, a little under 3/16 actually, because I ground the size down. Pillar construction. Guys, this is leaps and bounds ahead of the first liner lock I made. I mean, this one was good, but this one is even better. I just keep learning things and little tricks and better ways to do things. I still made a couple mistakes on this one, but I'm still learning. Learned a valuable lesson on this one. I actually messed up on the detent ball. I fixed it, but the original one was too close to one of the edges and it kind of cracked the edge, but I drilled another hole further from the edge and this one works just fine. I actually made it so when you close the knife, it'll stop right here, so you won't cut your thumb. I'll show you that again. It'll just stop right there because the detent ball hits the tang, and then you can close it. It doesn't have, well, it has a very minimal detent right here. It's very minimal because most of it's done by just the friction of the washers and the scales holding it together. So there's very minimal detent, actual detent right here. But the most usefulness of the detent ball is to stop the blade from cutting your finger right there. See that? So this thumb disc is pretty. It's oversized. You see this one compared to this one. It's pretty big. The liner does lock up a little farther than I would have liked, but again, this was just another learning thing that I won't do on a future folder. I heat anodized the liner. I was heating it up so that the liner would be stronger. You can see how weak this one is. So when I open this one up, it just pops into its locking position. So this one is much stronger. Pops in there. Solid lockup. I can't imagine this thing moving unless you put it through ridiculous things that you shouldn't be putting folding knives through. And this is a gentleman's folder anyway, even though it's a big knife. Still just shouldn't be used that hard that the tang or the liner should move any. Plus my heat treat, what I did was I heat treated only the blade so that this would be a little bit softer, and which would help on the wear and tear of the liner, just because softer metals would wear down the liner slower, so it shouldn't ever move. Centering, it's not centered perfectly, but it doesn't touch any of the walls. Even though it may look like it, there is a tiny gap on everything, and it doesn't touch at all, which I'm happy about. That detent ball keeps this liner from touching this side, and it just doesn't touch on this side, so perfect. If you saw my introduction video, you saw that this weighs 4.7 ounces, 4.07 ounces, so just about 4 ounces, which is really light for a blade this big, I would say. I mean, this carbon fiber is light, and with the one-sided liners, it just is super light. And the liners aren't even skeletonized, so if I skeletonized them, it would be even lighter. And with this 3/16 blade, that's pretty light. This one has the same blade, but much smaller. You can see this one weighs 5 ounces, and this one weighs 4 ounces. So you can see how much lighter you can get with carbon fiber. A full flat grind. Well, this one's actually a little bit convex as opposed to a saber grind like this one. So this one is convex, just the tiniest bit. We got it pretty sharp. Sharp as I like it. Look how deep that buries itself into the handle. Can't even see the top of the blade in there. Just big knife. You can see I have almost 1.5 inch handle if I choke up all the way. So big, gracious handle. I have skinny hands, so if you guys have bigger hands, it'd be perfect for you. Solid lockup again. Good belly. Just keep learning more and more every time I make one of these. Really enjoy making these. They are pretty difficult, but they are rewarding to do. I'm gonna sell this one. I need to buy some books for school and start paying off tuition and stuff. I'm gonna ask $250 for this one because it has the carbon fiber, the titanium, and it's just quite difficult to make. So $250 for this one. I know that's a lot, but the time and work I put into it, I think it deserves that. If you guys don't want to pay that much, I have plenty of other fixed blades for under $100. The titanium neck knives, sidekicks. I think I have one outdoorsman left. Just go on my website or the sale video on my main channel, and you can see the other knives for sale. But if you're interested in this one, please give me an email. Send me an email. It'll be in the description. Remember, keep your knife sharp, your mind sharper. I'm Nick Wu 2. Thanks for watching.